How would my friends describe me? I'm terrified to ask. Hi everyone, I'm Priyanka and you're with me at my cover shoot for Harper's Bazaar UK, and I'm going to talk about some life lessons. I think the best piece of fashion advice I've ever been given is to trust my instinct. What I've learned about style over the years is to not overthink it. Like, your first instinct with what you're gravitating towards is probably what you're gonna feel most comfortable in. And if you're comfortable, I think you end up feeling your best. Oh my God, my personal style has really evolved. I used to actually get dressed a lot more in my personal life when I first started in my career, and now I think, I don't know, I can't be bothered. My personal life has really pivoted to comfortable chic. Like, I love nice things, so I love like luxury, don't get me wrong, but I have to be comfortable and functional as well. What we wear matters because I think it's an extension of expressing yourself. And without words, being able to express who you are, how you're feeling, how you want the world to perceive you, I think it's like an extra layer of power almost. When I wake up in the morning and I pick what I'm gonna wear, I kind of think about who this girl is today. Like, we change every single day, and we're different people, and I think clothes sort of help me express that. What I've learned about beauty is, honestly, if you're happy, like, you will look your most beautiful. So I think striving for happiness is striving to be your most beautiful. The best piece of beauty advice I was ever given is to double cleanse and take off my makeup really well at the end of the night. That's a piece of advice that, like, whatever happens in my life, I will take off my makeup and I will cleanse my face till every ounce of makeup is off. And I really am grateful now in my 40s that I did that in my 20s and my 30s. I feel most beautiful after a shower, when I'm like moisturized and like feeling warm and plumped up skin, or after a steam, that flushed feeling. I feel most beautiful then. Self-care is very important. I think exhaustion has been romanticized so much. I feel like we've been told, the harder you work, the more tired you are, the better the gains. And I disagree. I think self-care is just really underutilized and definitely, not given as much importance as it should. And self-care doesn't necessarily mean that you take 5 hours of your time or you go to the spa, or I think it's just thinking about yourself, or thinking about your goals and your life and how you lead life, what you want to achieve from it. And that could be while you're working out, or that could be something where you're contributing to yourself. To me, self-care is contributing to your personal growth in whatever way or form is important to you at that time, which could be an eye mask. That's fine too, but you're thinking about yourself. That's important. No, I didn't always know I wanted to act, though my parents should have known. I couldn't pass a reflective surface without looking at it. Like, always wanted to be the center of attention. Yeah, my parents should have known I would probably go into showbiz, but I didn't. I started doing this pretty young, when I was like 17 or 18. So before that, I just wanted to be a different thing almost every year. I think the concept of success is relatively individual to the person who wants to achieve it. I didn't used to think that. I thought that the concept of success is probably the same for everyone, which is like, making the amount of money you make, having a family life, the balance between your career and your home. But I think like success is so relatively individual, and what I've really benefited by is aiming at being excellent today. So whatever I might be doing, like I was doing this cover shoot today, I had a great time working with everyone, such a fun crew, we created together. And like, that's the point of every single day, giving your best version so that when you leave, people have enjoyed working with you, you've contributed, you've done your job. And I like leaving that kind of a legacy behind, being good at what you do, bringing to the table what is expected of you, and with a good attitude. And then slowly when you look back at your life, you'll be like, oh, it's full of excellent days. So you don't have to work very hard and it's not overwhelming. There are are many aspects of my career I find very rewarding. I feel like I'm very, very blessed to have this job. I have received love from places and people I could have never known or expected. I've received support from incredible people that I would have never met, who have stood up for me at times when I really needed it. I feel incredible being able to take words that are written on a piece of paper and create them with some sort of life between action and cut. I get like a few seconds to do it, and there's a race to, make it right and make it really integral and authentic to your character, and that's just so much fun. I love that. Also being able to take care of my family. I think it's a big aspect of my job, and I feel very proud of being able to do that as well. The one piece of advice I would give to someone who's just starting out in my industry is there's a lot of people that'll come at you. Just, you have to cut out the noise, and I tell young actors this all the time, is like, don't speak, listen. When you go to a movie set or you go to an audition, you know your part, you know your lines, but listen to what is expected of you, because that's our jobs. We are conduits, we're vessels, that's the character, and that's your job. And I think that you have to forget all the noise and think about what you do between action and cut, and not trying to please everyone, but just trying to have allegiance to your character. It sounds so complicated, but after you do it for a while, it's not. It just takes a little practice. I think friendship is quiet and consistent. I think friendship is not noisy, real friendship. I think real friendship is not once in a while. And it can be once in a while, but it's still consistent. I look for friendships like that, and I'm very blessed to have a few of those. How would my friends describe me? I'm terrified to ask. Say chatty. I think they would say, hopefully they'd say thoughtful. I feed people a lot. That I definitely think all my friends would say, that I feed people. That's my love language. I think love is ever changing. I think it's never the same. Love is ever changing. Love is movement. Love is new every single day. It's that warm, fuzzy feeling that keeps you safe, I think. Safety is what I look for in love, is feeling like everything that you need is right here. And that could come from anyone. It could come from your partner, from your child, from your parent, from your puppy, from your colleagues, from your job. But it's a feeling of like, oh, I'm safe and I'm protected, to me. How do you know when you're in love? See, that's very tricky. I think, again, it's different for different people, but I think you're in love. You can look at them and be like, I can wake up with this person every day. Like, I'm okay being my morning face in front of this person. If you're okay with that, you're probably in love with them. What I've learned about confidence is that it takes practice. Confidence is not something you're born with. Confidence is not something that everybody has all the time. It comes out when you need it, and it's something you have to practice, sort of like your vocal muscles. If you want to sing well, you got to practice. And it has funny ways of manifesting, and you can bring it on by like talking to yourself, or like actually telling yourself that you are more than you're feeling and your insecurities. And the more you work on it consistently, the better you are at being confident. It's tough to stand up for what you believe in all the time. You can be in scary rooms where it's intimidating. And what I found has helped me when I'm in a really intimidating room and I have a contrary opinion, or I, want to stand up for myself. What has helped me usually is talking to one person. Even if you're not speaking your truth or standing up for yourself in front of a lot of people, when you speak to one person and you tell them what you're really feeling, and you kind of have a dialogue around it, you're able to talk through the thought. I think that helps fleshing it out and understanding what the right move is and how you should stand up for yourself. But that's like a really tangible thing. I think it does come from wanting better for yourself, wanting to not be in a situation that doesn't make you feel happy. Standing up for yourself is about being in your best place or best version of you. Oh, I've made so many mistakes in my life. I've been a public person since I was like, not even, I was a minor. I was like 17 years old, so most of my mistakes have been public, and said the wrong things, I've done the wrong things, everyone's done it. When you don't know enough, you try to be confident, and people make mistakes all the time, and I'm okay with that. I made peace with the fact that I grew up in front of people. It's okay for me to have public mistakes, and you have to look back and learn from them, and you have to look back and not make the same mistake twice. And even not in my public life, in real life, I think the way I deal with making mistakes is having the courage of conviction to admit it and say, it's my mistake and I own it. Well, I may think the criticism is unfair, but the person critiquing me might think it's very fair. So I feel like art is subjective, and just like that, so are opinions. Like for me, opinions I like, I'll listen to. Opinions I don't like, I'll listen to. If it hurts me, I ignore it. If it doesn't hurt me, I'll think about it. Other people's opinions, especially in my job, cannot become fact. It's an opinion, and I just live my life with that. Thinking about my family really empowers me. Thinking about the fact that I've done this for almost 25 years really empowers me. The confidence I have in my ability to do my job inspires me. Everyday people inspire me. I feel like I'm an actor, so I play a different person in almost every job. There's 6 billion people on this earth, so imagine how many characters I could play. So I find that's very inspiring to me, learning people, observing people. I love that. To never be apologetic about taking up space. You deserve the space you're in. I've seen a lot of women apologize, backtrack, but it's okay to stand strong, and it's okay to walk into a room that you feel like is intimidating and take up space. I think that's really powerful.